Welcome to the Veterinary Marketing Podcast, where it's all about helping your veterinary practice attract, engage, and retain clients. Broadcasting a new podcast every Monday from sunny Southern California, here's your host, Brandon Bashirs.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to episode number 172 and a half, the quick tip or trick that you can use to apply in your veterinary practice right away. In today's quick episode, we're going to be talking about an update to Google Ads. There's more updates coming out all the time. So if you're running any ads on your practice, for your practice rather, on Google, with whether it's search or display or whatever it is, this is going to be an important episode for you. Before we begin, I want to mention a few things. First, if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe in iTunes or Google Play. Be sure to also head on over to the Veterinary Marketing Nerds Facebook group. Join the group. And if you need help with anything, please be sure to comment there. All right, so let's talk about a metric, one of my favorite metrics, and I'll tell you why, that is going away. And here's what it is specifically. So the average position that your ad is in inside of Google AdWords, specifically inside of search ads, is going away. And that's a bummer to me. So if you're running ads, you can typically see how often your ads are showing up, and you can also see what position is the average position that you're in. And it's, in my opinion, a really valuable piece of data to have, just because are you paying premium prices to be in the number one spot? Is your click-through rate good despite being like an average of 2.4? All of these other questions that you can answer based on what's happening in your ads. And so now that that's going away, it's just taking that piece of data out of the equation and kind of going to make it a little bit more difficult to kind of diagnose problems, in my opinion. And I think the reason why they're doing this is, a couple weeks ago, they said that they're making changes to their match types. So phrase matches are going to be more closely related to broad matches. Broad matches are going to be even more broad, and exact matches are going to be exact still. So that's good. But they said that there's going to be a pretty high increase in click-through rate for most advertisers, which they're selling as a good thing. I think that, they're just giving less control and less data to you to make smart decisions. They're trying to make it easier, more simplified and things, which I get, but it's not a simple process. It's not a simple task. And so if you're running ads, you just need to be watching them closely here over the next couple weeks to couple months, just because there's so many changes rolling out. And I really think that, having that data is helpful. If you see increases in your cost per click or decreases in your click-through rate, things like that, you can kind of set the benchmarks that you used to have and understand, okay, we were at this position average. Maybe our average position went up or down, or, unfortunately we don't have that anymore. So that's a bummer, but you're just going to have to find different ways to measure the effectiveness of your ads. So as the details of this come out, we still should have impression share. That said, that is not being taken away, but average position is gone. So bummer, but hey, what can you do? All right, I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, comments, you need help with anything, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I will see you on next week's episode. Have a good one.